Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a video about the Preply application process. I'm going to briefly go through the 8 steps of the application process to Preply with you. I'm going to be using a dummy email address, so I'm not going to be doing everything properly because I'm not going to submit the application. So this is just so that you can see what is expected of you. So if you are interested in this and you'd like to know more, then keep watching. So when you get onto preply.com, you will scroll and you can see that they have a whole lot of sections for tutors and things like that. But if you scroll all the way down, you will find this section here where it says tutor with Preply, and you click on become a tutor. So once you click on that, it will basically take you to this page where it says sign up with email, continue with Facebook or Google. And then you will choose your email address or your Google account or Facebook account that you would like to continue with and sign up with that. So now that you've signed up with your email address or preferred account, you see that there's 8 steps to sign in. So here you'd put in your personal details like your first name, your last name, the country of origin. This is very important when you have languages spoken. You're going to choose C2, which means that you are a proficient speaker. Then you will fill out these drop-down menus here where you choose the subject, which would be English. And then it says that you must have a teaching certificate or a diploma. So I don't have a diploma, but I do have a 120-hour TEFL certificate, which I explained in my previous video. So that's what I'm going to be uploading here. Then you'll choose whether you've taught in a formal setting or an informal setting, or if you don't have any experience at all. And then they just want to know whether you, what kind of commitments you have, for example, whether you are teaching on other platforms or you have a different type of job and you're just doing this on part-time, or if you're going to do it full-time, meaning you have no other commitments, for example. Now here, I'm going to say I have other commitments because I am not going to be teaching full-time. Okay, I'm not going to type in my number at the moment, though. You'll confirm I'm over 18. So once you're done filling out that information, you're going to press next. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to upload a picture of yourself. So your profile picture needs to be a clear picture with your face facing the camera, not to the side, and not like, for example, pouting or winking or anything like that. You just need to have a welcoming smile. It needs to look professional, and it's from the shoulders up. Here they will tell you what you need to do and what you don't need to have there. For example, you shouldn't have a background that's busy and untidy. It should be a clear background. So if you don't have, for example, like a backdrop, you can just stand in front of your wall and take a picture like I did. So now that you have uploaded your profile picture, you will click next and it will take you to your teaching certification. This is where you're going to have to say the type of certificate that you have. Okay, so here are all of the certificates. So I've got a TEFL and a TESOL certificate. So I'm just going to click on the TEFL. And then it's going to ask you to upload your certificate. So you're going to have to put in the name of the company that you got your certificate with. you're going to put in your years of study, and then you're going to upload the certificate here. So this is where you'll get your verified badge, which is very important. So once you've done all of that, you're going to click next. So once you've added your certificates and where you received your certificate from, this step is optional. If you went to university and you have a degree, you can then add that information here. And if you don't have a degree, or you didn't attend a university like me, you can just click I don't have a higher education degree. And so now that you have added in your education information, you will then have to go and edit your profile description. So this is a very important part in your application, because if your application is accepted and your profile goes live, this is what your students are going to have a look at when they are looking for a tutor. So your headline is very important, because that's one of the first things that your students will see, in addition to your profile picture or your introduction video. This is the first bit of writing that they see about yourself. So here you would write something that is short and descriptive. So for example, I would say business English tutor. That's just an example. You could say, like they say here, certified tutor with 5 years experience. Then where it says introduce yourself and share briefly about your interests. So here it is important to give them your name, tell them where you are from, the country and the province. And then you're going to tell them that you're a native English speaker, and you're going to comment on your accent. I have a neutral accent. So I said I'm a native English speaker with a neutral accent. Then you're going to tell them about your hobbies and your interests. And if you have any other means of income, for example, you have a 9-to-5 job, or you've got another part-time job, you can tell them about it here. And then you can just describe yourself. You're a patient person, you're friendly, or things along those lines. Then where it says describe your teaching experience, your certification, and your methodology. So here, basically, if you don't have experience, you don't have to talk about that. But here you can say that I am TEFL certified, so you are qualified to teach them. And then you can talk about the way you're going to have your classes and the manner in which you'll conduct lessons. So if you're doing conversational lessons, you'll explain more about how you're going to have those lessons, what you're going to do, what kind of resources you offer, or what kind of materials, if any, you offer to your students. You'll just talk about your teaching style and things like that. Please remember in all of these sections to be very descriptive and give every single bit of information that you can possibly think of. And then where it says motivate students to book a trial lesson with you, here you can talk about how you would conduct a trial lesson. So what they can expect from your trial lesson. I have a breakdown of what I do in my trial lesson for students to have a look at here. And then you can also talk about, for example, the type of classroom that you would like to provide to them. For example, you are going to provide them with a comfortable learning environment. You're going to give them a positive learning experience. You want them to be able to freely speak with you. You can talk about the types of lessons that you can offer here. You can talk about many things here that will encourage students to want to have a lesson with you. So you can get really creative. They don't have a limitation on the amount of words you can use. And like I said, be very descriptive because that always works in your favor. Okay, so I am just going to fill in some general things here because I'm not actually going to submit this application, and then we'll go to the next step. Okay, so your sixth step is the video introduction, and the step before this where you tested your camera is just in case you wanted to record your introduction video directly here on the application. So if you choose to do that, you can just click on start recording, or you can copy and paste a link to your video here where it says YouTube or Vimeo. If you click on either one of those links, it will teach you how to do it. You basically pre-record a video, upload it there, and then copy the link and paste it here in this bar. Here, it also gives you tips that you should follow for your video, as well as content that you should include inside of your video. For this purpose, I'm just going to quickly add any link here so that we can go to the next step. But I will share my 2 introduction videos that I did with you, just so that you can see an example. So now in the 7th step, it's where you're going to set your time zone. I mean, obviously, yeah, you change it to South Africa, but like I said, I'm not actually going to be using this profile or submitting it. So I'm just going to leave it as it is. Here you can choose the days you want to work. So for example, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday, you don't want to work. You can untick those, or you can, you know, choose all of them and then just fill in the hours from what time to what time that you'd like to work. And once you've done that, you just click next. And then it brings you to the final step, which is your pricing. So it recommends you start out at $9. Okay, and it says that new tutors normally charge this, and they do this in order to earn 172% more. Okay, so here you can do anything from $1 right up to I think it's like, probably, they don't really put a cap on it, but I have seen people charging like $35 for a lesson. It's really up to you. So here's where you'll set your price, and then once you're done, you will click next and your application will be submitted. Okay guys, so that was just a very brief walk through the application process, just to kind of explain the 8 different steps that they had. If you'd like me to go into more detail into what you can put in the descriptions section, then let me know in the comments, and I can do a video based on that, on what I put in my profile, for example. Because the more you explain on Preply, the better it is, the more information you're giving to a student. So it shows that you're putting in effort, and it makes them think that that's the same kind of effort you're going to be putting into your lessons. So hopefully this video has kind of helped you to see what's going to be required of you in the application process. So like I said, I didn't do it properly because obviously I did not submit this application. I just used a dummy email address because I already have a profile on Preply and I've already been accepted. So if you guys have anything else you'd like me to address or cover, let me know in the comments below and I will happily do a video for you guys. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that it was helpful. I am going to be doing more videos on teaching English online and online teaching in general. So if that's something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing to my channel. Otherwise, please like and share this video with anyone you think might find it useful. And I'll see you guys in the next video.